So it's all very pleasant.
So the four of you got together and started discussing songs, and you started suggesting songs. What would be like a typical night with the four of you talking songs?
Really unpleasant.
Yeah.
Very bad language gets used a lot. It's pretty much filthy, disgusting, ugly, horrible people.
Yeah.
Really, we are.
But beautiful songs.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only beauty in our existence, really. It comes out of songs, and
Yeah.
the rest of the time it's all just cigarettes and just people swearing and stuff.
But good songs always seem to come from an environment like the ones you just mentioned, doesn't it?
Well, maybe it's a perverse world. It could be.
Yeah.
Out of so much ugliness, there's got to come something worthwhile. Then.
Yeah. But there were a lot of songs to choose from. Mark, you four together.
Yes, well, we know at least 20 songs between us, you know. Play. If a song was known by at least 25 people, you'd say, no, it's too well known. We actually know a lot of songs, but last time we played together, we played for 3 hours, and we probably didn't get through a fraction of all the songs that we know. So if we ever get around to doing another record, which would probably be about 6 or 7 years' time after the next Dire Straits tour, we'll have all suggestions ready for candidates for songs.
But you were sort of bringing to life the old tradition of just sitting and playing to each other and not watching television or whatever you do these days.
Well, that's right. I mean, that's how Steve and I started by, when we were playing together, we didn't watch television. We played music, and that's really one of the reasons why you become quite good, or halfway good, as a player, just by time spent doing it. You know, it's like any other job. Just a lot of time spent playing.
But why should we listen to these old songs, Mark?
Well, it's almost like why... Because they are things of great beauty and character and depth, and if you love songs, you love these. It's what I am. It's the reason these songs and songs like them are the reason why I've turned out the way I've turned out. And that may not be all good, no, but hey, I can't tell you that if you don't. It's just a love affair that starts off as a love affair and continues. You've got to love it to do it. To do it right, you've got to be in love with it.
The break that's been there, are there influences you've taken from your work with other people, or what direction are your songs going
I
into?
think they're getting even more juvenile than before, you know, even more.
Yeah. Simple?
Yeah, simple-minded, I think, is better than simple.
Is that because you're getting older?
Senile. Yep. Now that because so much music now to me is just so horrible, I think that it drives you even more towards roots-based music, and I've ended up writing more simple things.
Yeah.
But I've never actually written a good song, I think, ever. I think it's not like, for me, if I listen to Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain or something that Willie Nelson sings, that to me is a really great song. It's just like a beautifully written song or something like that, beautifully sung.
Mm-hmm.
So that to get to the stage where you can actually write songs, like I'd be quite happy to be able to write a song, or feel like going home or something. It'd be a great song to write.
Yeah.
So even though I'm not jealous of anybody, I would kind of wish I could write a song like that.
Yeah. So that's maybe part of the motivation for still being out there.
Maybe, yeah, learning how to write.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't actually do enough writing. I'm a bit lazy.
In twilight glow I see blue eyes crying in rain.
I would like just to talk about Randy Newman. He must have been a an influence on you before you started working?
Oh
with him?
yeah, I've been a fan of Randy's from the very first album since I was fairly young, you know. Yeah, and also I think he influenced songwriters a lot. He influenced me a lot in terms of character. I'm sure he opened up possibilities. Not that I'm conscious of, but just opened up possibilities of what you could do with character. That you could take a song, like Money for Nothing, for instance. You can just take that character and make him the singer.
Yeah.
You know, which is what Randy's very, very good at, and does that with a lot of songs. The singer is another person.
Yeah, Money That Matters is sort of an equivalent to that situation.
Yeah, he has lots of songs like that. Lots of songs like that.
One could recognize his humorous, ironical approach must be, in a way, a thing that you can relate to.
He's hilarious. I could actually make him laugh as well. He can make me laugh, no problem at all. So most of the time we're just rolling around, crying, laughing, and just... We had a really good time, just laughing. Yeah. Except when I was interfering with his music. He's not used to having his music interfered with by anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Never had somebody say, you know, try it. What? So that was a shock to him. To have some idiot telling him, you know, suggesting something else that he could do with music. It's unthinkable. But it's just because he wasn't used to it. He's a lovely man. And we had really good fun. I can tell you why I know we were having good fun, because we used to go to a restaurant from the studio every night, really near the studio, and it wasn't a very good restaurant. So if we'd been really interested in the record, I mean, if we hadn't been interested in the record, we would have gone and find somewhere good to eat, but we never bothered because we just used to walk next door and then get back. So we must have been enjoying it.
Knopfler har arbejdet sammen med flere af sine gamle forbilleder. Foruden Randy Newman er der Bob Dylan, guitaristen Chet Atkins og The Everly Brothers.
And, you know, you're conscious that you're living out dreams not just for yourself, but for a lot of other people that just love music.
Yeah.
It's almost like sometimes it comes full circle, you know. The little kid, when I started learning how to strum guitars, I'd be about 15 years old, and I'd be one Everly brother, and my little mate would be the other Everly brother. And we'd sing all these Everly Brothers songs. And I didn't know then Chet Atkins was done all that stuff, and played guitar and all of those things. But then when you write a song and the Everly Brothers record that song, and then you find yourself on stage and the Everly Brothers are singing the song, and Chet Atkins is there, and you're playing the song, your own song, and they're singing it. Well, it's just the whole thing comes full circle, and it's moments like that. You can't really share those moments with anybody, particularly, because, I mean, you might say to somebody, you know, the Everly Brothers, blah, blah, blah. They go, oh, really? What time's the match? You know. But it means a lot to you.
Efter plade og turné med The Notting Hillbillies kommer turen igen til Dire Straits. Pladeindspilning og efterfølgende turné, men det bliver tidligst en gang i 1991.
You have that commitment to them, you know, they've got a commitment to you.
Yeah.
And it means stuff to people. People get seriously peeved, you know, if they think you're not going to turn up and play ever. They really get annoyed about it. Disappointed about it. It's good. It's good. You have a friendship going with a lot of people all over the world. You might as well keep it going.
Yeah. So that's what you're going to do next?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I really am. That's what I'll do till I fall over. Because really it's the best thing I can do, I think.
Okay. We're looking forward to see you.
Well, I'm looking forward to being there.